thought that you were going to have Various seal me away, and then sacrifice yourself to close the Ginnungagap.
So, then I guess you know what I'm thinking.
Now let's find out if there's enough room inside of me for you. For the both of us.
All right then. Let's begin!
Oh snap, we gotta fight ourselves.
Show me your powers!
Oh, this isn't good.
I'll
I don't
show
have
you
any
my
like
powers.
healing stuff.
I have to win! Sword Ring Alpha! Havoc Strike! Demon's Rage!
Oh man, I'm not very
Ring
difficult.
Alpha!
I am not a very difficult
Raging
person at all.
Thrust! Demon's Rage!
Okay, maybe I am.
Sword Ring Alpha! Demon's Rage! Sword Ring Alpha! Raining Fangs! Roaring Tiger!
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Phoenix Rush!
Haha!
Roaring
Eat it!
Tiger!
Eat it, self! Eat it!
Never thought
Bam!
I would lose. Thank you for everything. I'm glad that you were me.
I leveled up fighting myself. Why can't I level up like that more often?
Interesting. I always thought that a weak little boy like you would be no match for me.
This journey has changed both of us. I now realize that I need you. I need your strength.
And now I realize for the first time that your kindness is not a weakness. All right, fine. I will accept you as a part of me. As a show of respect for that tiny bit of courage you have inside.
Agreed. And I will trust you, Ratatosk. After all, you are a part of me.
Emil? No. Ratatosk?
Don't look so sad. I take back what I said about annihilating mankind. However, I can't fully guard the door by myself.
But what do you mean?
The ancient seal on the door is no longer working, since another being forced it open.
That would be my fault. It looks like I'll need to go ahead with my original plan to seal the door with my own mana.
If that's how you really feel, then I'd be willing to help you as well.
What?
Yes. I will rewrite the natural law of the world while you are guarding the door. I am willing to do this to help lessen your suffering as well.
What exactly do you mean by rewrite?
Well, you see, mana didn't originally exist in this world. The arrival of the comet Darius Carlon, and me, and finally the transfer of the giant Carlon tree under this world, resulted in mana, creating life. So, I will take mana from everything that comprises this world, and then use it as a seal for the Ginnungagap.
But you can't! If you do that, the land will die!
No, it won't. Although it'll take time, I plan to write a new law so that won't ever happen. All life that flourishes on this land will no longer require mana to live. Humans, elves, the earth, everything.
Summon spirits too?
No. Summoned spirits are kept alive by the presence of mana. After all, we summoned spirits are not native to this world to begin with.
Then what happens to the summoned spirits when mana goes away?
Mana itself will remain in the world. It'll just disappear from all living beings that comprise it. And as long as the new world tree keeps continuing to produce more mana, it will surround the world and will eventually flow freely into the door's seal. And from there on, I will control the flow of mana in this world from the Ginnungagap. It will be my duty as overseer and as the other summoned spirit of the tree.
So what changes will come about to our world?
Once it's cut off from the protection of mana, the world will eventually decline and die.
What do you mean by decline?
Well, the world will die once it reaches the end of its lifespan. It may be billions, even trillions of years from now. Nobody really knows for sure. The world will return back to its original form, to the way it was before the giant Carlon tree was moved here. Back to the way it was meant to be.
Did Emil also return to what he was meant to be?
Yes, Marta. I believe you're right. I will return to what I was meant to be. I am Emil, but I am Ratatosk as well. And this may very well be my true form.
But you remember us, don't you?
Of course. How could I ever forget you? The time we spent traveling together was not time spent in vain. I've learned that mankind isn't as bad as I thought.
Ratatosk.
Now all of you need to go. I'm going to seal this space once and for all, so no one else ever approaches this door again.
Well, goodbye, Emil. And thanks a lot for saving my sister.
I won't ever forget you, Emil. You better take care of yourself, all right?
It's truly been an honor traveling with you. Take care, Emil.
Just remember that you're not alone.
I wish that I'd have had the chance to work with a student like you.
I can't wait to tell everyone that I made friends with a summon spirit. Don't forget me, Emil, okay? We will always protect the beautiful world that you have saved for us.
Emil, I want to believe that we'll see each other again someday, so I'm not gonna say goodbye.
You're going to live forever, right? Even after you've sealed this place away?
Yes.
Then I'm not saying goodbye either. Because no matter what, my heart will always be with yours, Emil. Emil, I'll always love you.
And I'll always love you too, Marta.
Is the ritual complete?
Yes, it's complete. As of this moment, none of us will be able to leave this room.
An eternal hell. I suppose it's only fitting for a man who sold his soul to demons and who attempted to destroy the world. Well, it's time for me to make my sacrifice. I'm not sure how long my body will last without the Chosen's Crucius Crystal.
1,000 years. It will take 1,000 years to draw out the mana from all living beings. After that, it will no longer be necessary to support the world with mana. Then, I will use what's left to make a new seal for the door. And at that time, I will set you free from here as well.
Then there's something I want to ask you, since you're capable of dividing into both a core and a physical body. Perhaps you could separate into two forms, Emil and Ratatosk, and live that way. If necessary, you could live off of my body.
Impossible. I have the task of separating the mana from the world.
We Centurions and monsters would be happy to carry out that task, under your orders, of course. As long as you stay in contact, there's no issue with you dividing yourself in two forms.
Lord Ratatosk, to us, the lifespan of a human being is nothing more than the blink of an eye.
The fact still remains that I actually took a human life. That single act has led to all of this, and is affecting the lives of countless others. I caused all this tragedy. I can't just simply ignore it.
But Emil, the other you, regretted Aster's death, and even though the crime was not committed by his will, he tried to atone for it. Don't you think that Emil should be allowed to live out his full life as a human being?
But... Richter...
Ratatosk,
Your heart has spoken. It wishes you to live the life that Aster, who died at your hands, could not. I am prepared to carry out that wish for you.
I'm sure Aster would have wanted it this way. He was such an idealist.
Thank you.
Well, I think that's it, guys. It took me 6 months to do. But I think that is it for Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. Yep. A game. I didn't think there was going to be that much grinding at the very end. I think I went like 27 levels in the very last, in the Ganungagap. And I don't know if any of you saw that, but there at the end, like, there was a couple typos, like, did Emil returned? I was like, what? It's kind of funny that it's like the first one, and then the voice actor on the next bunch of text actually didn't match up with the text, which was kind of funny. But yeah, so that right there, guys, is Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. I believe the levels I used to beat Richter were 57, 56, or 55 for Marta, and of course 50 for Lloyd and Colette, because that's where they were at. They couldn't level up, so 57, 56ish, and 50. So it's not actually that bad. I kept reading everywhere that people had to be like level 80 to beat him, and I was getting a little worried. It was a little scary. You are able to run out of there and get items. I did that. I left. I got some items and fed my monsters because I was debating just switching out them for really high leveled monsters. Didn't end up doing that because I was actually able to beat him, which you saw in the last part, because I think I split this into two because it was so long with cutscenes. But yeah, so Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. It was a good game. Kinda commentary free almost, because they were very talkative with their voice actors. All those little sketches and skits and cinematics. But alright, guys, it may be a short little break before the next Let's Play starts, because I have a couple other ones I have to finish, but at least you guys get to see the ending to the one that's been going on for 6 months. Alright, I'll let the credits roll, and anything at the end if there is something. Till next time, guys. TLG
Emil, I hope you're watching. I'm going to convince the Tehlone's to accept the people of Silverant, without resorting to any of Daddy's harsh methods. I will bring peace to the world that you are guarding for us. I think that would also be fitting in helping to pay for my crimes. It's the least I can do. Can't be.